In today's video, we are taking our 72 volt, 48 amp hour lithium ion battery and putting it in our Barbie scooter. I can't lift it up, it's too heavy. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Almost Engineering. It is way too cold to be in this barn today, but we are here nevertheless. I am just putting this on immediately because my hands are already numb. God, it stings to touch stuff. So this is the pile of wood we have. Hopefully it'll last long enough for the cold to break so that way I can go and get some more, because the chainsaw did not like how cold it was. My gloves, they're like rocks. Most mornings I tell you guys welcome back to Almost Engineering, and I figured that it's probably a good idea for me to tell you why I call this channel Almost Engineering, or why I came up with the name for that. Basically, I worked as an engineer for a couple of years, didn't really like the design process. You meet with people, get ideas, start designing, testing, designing, research, and it's just this long drawn out process. And the time I was there, I actually created zero actual things. Meanwhile, while I was in school for engineering, I started fabricating. I was watching YouTubers that I really liked. You can probably guess who they are. I started teaching myself how to weld, build things, and I learned that I enjoy the process of building things so much more. When I have an idea for something, it starts to eat away at me, and I've just gotta get into it. I've gotta start building. The process is so much more satisfying when it's not fully thought out, right? When you start with a sketch of an idea you had with 4 caster wheels on a golf cart seat that's gonna be whipped by a four-wheeler, like snow tubing or water tubing, and you're gonna do it on land. That was the first thing I ever built. I didn't know how to weld, I didn't know how to do anything. That was the first thing I ever built. Or you think, I wanna put this snowmobile engine that you have spare inside of this Chinese go-kart that you found on Facebook Marketplace for cheap. So the other thing I built really early on. And you just start the process. You start at 0 and you take it all the way to the end, or you take it to 90%, right? Because as an actual engineer, you take it all the way to 100%, and the first 75 to 90% of the process really is done pretty quickly. The last 90 is where you're working out all the kinks that take forever to get rid of. That's when it just gets boring. That being said, the reason I call it Almost Engineering is because we engineer stuff, but we almost engineer things. It's not perfect. And that's basically why the name is there. I think it's a pretty good name for the stuff we build. Like the 3-wheeler, for example. We built this in a week and a half. Everything on it works pretty well. The brakes don't work great, but everything works pretty good. Would I sell this? No. Would I design it differently next time? Probably, but that's not the point. The point is that I did it first try, and I solved the problems as I went, rather than having every single thing planned out the whole way through. It's just so much more fun. It's so much more satisfying. It's just a better process, and it tickles my ADHD brain doing it this way. So before we get started on mounting the battery, there's a couple things I want to take care of. First is I want to trim this fairing down so we can get this back on there and cut around where the motor's going to be. That way this continues to look stock, or as stock as it can. I don't want to proceed before making sure the plastics are going to keep fitting on there. So just to get it as close as possible to where it actually needs to be. So I sketched out real quick. Cut it out with the angle grinder. Oh my God! how that fits. I'm not convinced that we'll get it right on the first try, but I think we will be pretty close. This needs to rotate down more, like that. It's not much more we have to take out. We eyeballed that really well to start with. And naturally the GoPro battery died and I didn't realize, so here is what the finished product looks like. It really looks good. We are going to add a bigger wheel to the front. We're gonna modify the forks a little bit to fit the bigger wheel. Ooh. Okay. That's more accurate as to the size of it. I think I'm gonna add foot pegs right here. Foot pegs out front like that. Gonna get in the way of turning with my knees. Back here, a little bit more room. This is so silly. It's freaking cool though. Look at how stock that looks. So that's for the fact that there's a huge chunk of metal and a motor sticking out the side that's literally the size of the bike. It looks pretty damn stock to me. All right, let's move on to mounting the battery now. My plan for mounting this battery, this behemoth, is in this box. I have a bunch of this stuff. I'll show you. It'll be easier to just show you. Let's show you instead. So two things are happening right now. I'm struggling to say words because I'm breathing in a lot of diesel air, and my brain is so cold that it can't function. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. Oh, she got heavier. Hear that?
Oh, baby. It smells like diesel in here.
I know.
Maybe you want to step outside and breathe in some fresh air.
Okay. So, that just perfectly captures what I was talking about a couple seconds ago. Wow, it's bright. The sun is not doing much heating, but it is bright out. Okay, I got some fresh air. I'm going back inside. It's funny, you know, I get a much bigger table from what I was used to 6 months ago, and it fills up just as fast as the smaller table did. If you build more storage or more space, you will find a way to fill it very quickly. Oh boy, look at these wheels. Look at how that thing's caved in. This one's caving too. It's like it wasn't meant to have casters on it or something, and I was just welding them into place. Well, I don't have the generator on. Oh, boy. So someone commented in the last video that I shouldn't be doing this with the snow because rapidly cooling steel makes it more brittle and less malleable, less elastic. And that is of course true. It increases the hardness. You want your steel to have a little bit of elasticity in it. I'm not worried about that on this project. The temperature difference between what it is and what it cools to, yes, it is fast, but it is not that extreme. I don't think we're changing the metallurgy that much. Also, this is not like an aircraft or a car driving down the street. I just want to be able to touch this faster and work with it. So that's why I'm going to keep doing it. And if it bites me in the ass, it bites me in the ass, but I don't think that it's really anything to worry about. Now that it's cool enough, let's see what the damage is like in terms of putting this piece of plastic back on. I have a feeling we're going to need to chop this plastic a little bit to make it fit. Yep. that's how the battery's sitting on there. Plan is now we bend these up so they're flush with the battery. Then we take the other straps, these ones, be able to bolt it together. This will bend over the top, and that should hopefully hold it secure. This side drilled out. These two holes drilled out nice. These two holes drilled out nice. And these two holes, obviously we had to do it off from the axis just because not all of them lined up, and we want this to be a nice tight connection. If we did this hole and this hole, then there'd be like 1/8 of an inch on the top here that wasn't touching the battery, and that would just not be good. That is a really strong connection. We could also make like a little strap that goes between them so it holds them square. There's no movement. This thing's gonna be so unbelievably heavy now. Between the motor controller and battery, the thing weighs like 100 pounds more. Holy cow. This thing is heavy now. It is a proper rig. It definitely has some flex, but that is not bad. I'm satisfied with that. I think this back one could be a little bit tighter. I don't think that's going anywhere. That looks so good. Oh my God, that looks so good. Look at how good this thing looks. Little foot pegs. Definitely gonna need to trim these or get smaller bolts because they're gonna destroy my shins. Okay, we got something really big done today. We have the battery mounted, we got the motor mounted, we got the controller mounted. That is like the 3 major things with electric builds. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I'm happy with the progress we've made so far on the project. We are going to be test driving this very soon. The last thing we really need to take care of is the wiring, and we gotta figure out the front tire. And after that, we should be able to take this thing for a test drive. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh, that is a really strong connection.